Be honest. Curiosity? Anger? Maybe you still wonder why she slept with someone else while claiming she wasn't that kind of girl. Before we go deeper, hit subscribe and like this video. If you can handle truth over comfort, this is your place. Here's the question that burns beneath the surface. Why do women sleep with certain men and not others? It's not random. It's not lust alone. It's something buried deep inside her psychology, the part she never shows you. Picture this. You treat her right. You stay loyal, but she gives her body to a man who barely cares if she stays or leaves. You call it betrayal. She calls it instinct. Stoicism teaches that desire is rarely about love. It's about power, validation, and survival. What drives her is not what she says, but what her emotions demand in silence. Most men never learn this truth until it's too late. You will, if you have the discipline to watch until the end. Point number 1, the craving for validation. Why do you need her to notice you? You tell yourself it's about connection, but deep down, you want proof that you matter, proof that you're seen. You look in the gym mirror and flex harder when she walks by. You post something strong, hoping she views it. You scroll her page at midnight, waiting for that small sign that she still thinks about you. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." What color has yours become? In Rome, men sought glory through battle. They wanted statues, songs, legacy. Today, men chase the same validation, only through screens, bodies, and words. Different battlefield, same hunger. But validation is a drug. It hits quick, fades fast, and leaves you weaker each time. She knows this too. She feels powerful when you need her attention. She won't say it, but she senses your dependence. And that's what kills your gravity. You start to perform instead of live. Every message you send, every move you make, becomes a quiet audition for her approval. That's when you lose the frame. That's when she looks elsewhere. A man grounded in himself doesn't chase validation. He earns respect by presence, not performance. He knows silence speaks louder than compliments. He doesn't post for eyes. He builds for legacy. Validation is a mirror. You either use it to see your weakness or get trapped in its reflection. Most men stay trapped. The few who break free never look back. Train your restraint. Ask yourself, who are you when no one is watching? Because that answer decides whether she's drawn to you or done with you. And if you think you understand desire, wait until you see what happens when power enters the equation. That's where the next truth begins. Point number 2, the thrill of power. What does power feel like to you? Is it control, or is it the illusion that you have some? Think of that moment when she looks at you differently, eyes narrowed, breath slower. You feel it in your chest, the shift. You didn't earn her body through kindness. You earned it through presence, through the quiet tension that said you didn't need her. At 2 a.m., she texts you first. Not because you're the nicest man, but because you hold something she can't name. That's the thrill of power. Seneca wrote, "He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior." Every man wants to conquer others. Few can master themselves. In the ancient world, kings ruled through fear and discipline. Their strength came from their calm, their ability to hold silence while others begged for reaction. Today, the same law applies. The man who needs least controls most. You lose power the second you explain yourself. You lose gravity the moment you chase. Because power in relationships isn't about domination. It's about direction. She feels safe when you lead with certainty. She feels chaos when you fold under emotion. Men today confuse attention with strength, but the loudest man in the room is usually the weakest. Real power is quiet, controlled, predictable. It doesn't beg, doesn't boast, doesn't seek permission. You want to know why women sleep with certain men? Because they sense command. Not arrogance, but authority. Not control over her, but control over self. That's the thrill she feels. The pulse of grounded energy that makes her body trust what her mind denies. Power isn't something you show. It's something you carry. Hold your center. Ask yourself, are you leading with control or performing for it? Because when control fades, the game changes. And in the next truth, you'll see what happens when emptiness takes its turn. Point number 3, the escape from emptiness. What are you running from? You tell yourself you want her. But maybe you just don't want to feel alone tonight. You stare at your phone, waiting for her reply. The room feels heavier. You think about the one who left, the one who said you were a good guy, but something was missing. That something still echoes in your chest. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." That's the truth you avoid when you fill silence with another body. In ancient times, men faced the void through solitude, through the grind of discipline and duty. Now, men fill it with distraction, sex, attention, validation. They call it connection, but it's a trade. Emptiness for illusion. You think sleeping with her will fix that hollow space inside. It doesn't. It only delays the confrontation. The morning after always proves it. You wake up next to someone yet feel more alone than before. She's doing the same thing. Her emptiness mirrors yours. Two people escaping pain by pretending to find meaning in each other's skin. It feels powerful, but it's only anesthesia. A man of control doesn't run from emptiness. He meets it. He studies it until it no longer threatens him. He learns to sit in silence until silence becomes strength. When you stop chasing noise, you start hearing truth. You realize emptiness isn't punishment. It's space. Space to rebuild what you've been avoiding. Train your solitude. Ask yourself what part of you still fears being unseen. Because until you face that, you'll stay a prisoner of impulse. And once you understand this prison, you'll be ready for the final truth. The one that hides inside every storm of emotion. Point number 4. The pull of emotional chaos. Why do you keep getting drawn to the woman who makes your life harder? You tell yourself it's chemistry, but it's chaos. You know the pattern. The late night arguments. The silent treatment that turns into passion hours later. The thrill that always ends in regret. You call it love, but it's addiction. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." That includes her emotions. And yours. In ancient times, men were tested in battle. Today, your war is internal. It's fought in your reactions, your impulses, your inability to walk away from what burns you. Emotional. Chaos feels alive because it distracts you from the emptiness underneath. You mistake volatility for passion. You think her unpredictability means she's deep. She's not. She's unsettled, and so are you. Every time you chase her highs and lows, you trade your peace for her drama. She doesn't have to destroy you. You destroy yourself trying to control what can't be controlled. Real strength isn't about winning her back. It's about standing still when everything in you wants to react. It's keeping your tone calm when she tries to provoke you. It's walking away when your ego screams to prove something. That's the discipline she can't manipulate. That's what makes a man unshakable. You can't save someone addicted to chaos without becoming part of it. Let her spiral. You stay grounded. Because the moment you match her instability, you lose the power she once felt. Train your composure. Ask yourself, are you addicted to her or to the feeling of being tested? Because once you master that pull, you stop chasing storms. You've seen what really drives desire. It's not luck, looks, or charm. It's awareness. When you understand validation, power, emptiness, and chaos, you stop chasing approval and start standing in control. That's the shift most men never make. They react to emotion instead of mastering it. But you stayed through this video, which means you're not like most. You're building clarity, discipline, and peace. I appreciate you for watching and giving your attention to something that actually strengthens you. This channel isn't about judgment. It's about growth, truth, and self-respect. If what you heard tonight helped you see things clearer, hit subscribe and like the video. It tells me you value this kind of work. And if you've got a story, an insight, or even a question, drop it in the comments. I read everyone. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.